plan to borrow $200 million for mosquito nets. Now, here's the story. The Senate has frowned at a plan by the federal government to borrow $200 million to purchase mosquito nets and other ancillary medical therapies to prevent malaria. Members of the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debt faulted the proposed loan request when the Perm Sec of the Ministry of Health, Mahmouda Maman, informed them of the plan. Mr. Maman told the panel that part of the federal government's plan for the loan is to secure a $200 million facility to procure mosquito nets to prevent malaria in 13 of the 36 states. Now, this is due to high rate of under 5 mortality in Nigeria, largely caused by malaria, and inaccessibility to malaria treatments by residents in certain vulnerable states in the country, hence the necessity of the loan. If approved by the National Assembly and accessed, the loan would be used to medically fight malaria in the 13 orphan states, which cover 208 local government councils and 3,536 primary healthcare centers. But a member of the committee, Ibrahim Oluriegbe, wondered why plans were being made to borrow $200 million when 450 million naira had been pledged, budgeted for malaria treatment in the proposed 2022 appropriation bill. Mr. Oluriegbe, who is also the chairman of the Committee on Health, also wondered why there are no plans to produce and patronize mosquito nets and malaria drugs in Nigeria. Now, this is unacceptable. We should be able to put our feet down when dealing with these donor agencies or creditors as regards to loans to be taken and what it should be expended on, he said. Now, other members of the committee, including Senators Adedayo Elusakin and Abba Moro, also faulted the ministry's proposal, describing it as frivolous. The lawmakers said the 450 million naira already budgeted for fighting malaria in the reported vulnerable areas was enough. When asked how the idea was arrived at and how it would be implemented, Mr. Mammon said a subsidiary arrangement had been made with all the states involved through the signing of the required agreement. On his part, Executive Director, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Faisal Schweib, further explained that the $200 million was for importation and local production of mosquito nets. The committee thereafter demanded to see the total needs of the agency to ascertain if there was a need for borrowing. They also demanded all documents related to the $200 million loan from World Bank for malaria medicine and mosquito nets. So, Senate queries FG's plan to borrow $200 million for mosquito nets. Malaria, no doubt, is a major scourge. We must fight it. But should we be borrowing $200 million to purchase mosquito nets and what's described as other ancillary treatments as well? Let's get your take on this. Is it appropriate spending in your estimation? The numbers are the same lines you're open. Call 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003 or 0007. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. That we are. And I suppose, definitely, WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. And via WhatsApp, got a few comments here already. Let's take a look at some of them. Let's see. How much will a mosquito net cost multiplied by 200 million? Let the country be sold and the proceeds be shared amongst the citizens before they squander everything, as the Chuku Krishna Sita from Artillery said that. Are you buying... Your take, once again, is borrowing $200 million to buy mosquito nets a proper expenditure in your estimation? I mean, malaria, like I said a while ago, sadly, still responsible for several deaths in the country, and we must do something about it. And government must respond. We do have a deficit in the health sector, no doubt about that. So maybe it does strike you as commendable that we're thinking to borrow $200 million to purchase mosquito nets. And once again, what's described as ancillary, I believe, other ancillary, treatment facilities or treatment options or something of the sort, I suppose. Let's get your take once again. Yeah, to purchase mosquito nets and other ancillary medical therapies to prevent malaria. What do you make of this development? I've got Ibi Daminabo on the line. Hello, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Idim
Hello, you're
Daminabo from
welcome. Please
Obuku.
go ahead.
Yes, borrowing money. I think the government, federal government, has borrowed more than every other government in this country. I don't see why you want to borrow money for just mosquito net when you can provide mosquito net and every other thing in this part of the world. How will someone explain that they want to borrow money for just mosquito net? Then when would what would they borrow when the real need for infrastructure comes?
Maybe we don't have enough local production of mosquito nets.
Local production for mosquito net that they can produce in Aba.
Maybe the one in Aba is not doesn't prevent some kind of mosquitoes.
Okay, maybe let me assume that those ones. The thing is that they want to embezzle the money, so they will want to tie it to one this thing and name it something, so that they can embezzle the money.
Haven't you experienced some kind of mosquitoes that are very stubborn? Even when you use insecticide, they're still the kind of mosquitoes that wear gas masks or face masks.
that okay, that will resist the one they will produce in our back.
Possibly.
Okay, let's see the type of. But let's be frank with you, this is the first time the National Assembly has done something right. They reject that.
All right. Pardon me. Via WhatsApp, it's appropriate in civilized clans for the Nigeria to big no because it will be diverted. All right, let's see. Hello, Dial. Ghost from Industry goes, FG's plan to borrow $200 million to mosquito nets. These people don't even have the fear of God again. So funny how we as a country keep going round in one big circle of confusion. The price of food is going high on a daily basis, and the FG is looking for another means of looting the country's funds. I've got Francis on the line from Elikaya. Hello, Francis, go on.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Dio.
Hello.
200 million for mosquito net.
$1 million.
200 million for mosquito net. That's frivolous, I must say.
And other ancillary medical therapies.
Please. If they are trying to get vaccine, malaria vaccine, all right, I will have considered. But 200 million to buy mosquito net, 200 million can build up to 20 factories.
That's over 80 billion naira, I believe. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's over 80 billion naira.
80 billion naira is enough to produce factories that will give us mosquito nets. Oh, for crying out loud! People just want to eat the money. That's the truth. They want to just put that expenditure on somebody's on one expense like that and just embezzle the money. I don't think that's sensible. It's not sensible now. Come on now, we are not good. Why would they treat us as if we don't know what is going on? 200 million for mosquito net.
All right, Francis, good to hear from me. Olushola from HA. Hi, go ahead.
Oh, hello, Mr. Adedayo Elusakin.
You're welcome, go on.
So, concerning the issue of this borrowing, I did not kind of borrowing. I did not ashamed of themselves that in everything they want to borrow. Now, what's going on in this country?
But we're trying to prevent malaria from killing Nigerians. Okay, he's gone. All right, I'm going for a commercial break shortly. But via WhatsApp, why not set up facilities to produce the nets here in the country? What kind of mosquito nets is that? Such a net must be so special that when you sleep under it, all your sins and other health challenges will be washed away. All right. Wow. The government borrowing $200 million for the purchase of mosquito nets is better explained that one net is $1 billion, and because we are 200 million people, remember cooking stove projects. That's from Ogu Justice. Mosquito nets should not be imported, rather produced locally. The scrutiny by the Senate is a welcome one. Such resources should be applied to only areas that are very important and inevitable. That's Justice from Port Harcourt. I don't know how to go for that commercial break right now. Before then, via WhatsApp, Inamdi Anyanwu goes, Die, please. I would suggest that each time these figures are mentioned in dollars, it should be converted to our local currency for everyone to be able to understand, especially the old women in the market. Okay, alright. Okay, I'll go for that break right now. We'll return shortly. Headlines, discussions continue. Please stay with us. By the way, $200 million is over 82 billion naira. Right back in a bit.
Headline News, Nigeria Info on
92.3.
Headline News.
Good evening, I am Constance Mega with the news. Absence of teachers stops academic activities for 4 years in community school in Eche, River State. Governor Nyesom Wike says judicial autonomy should not be restricted to money allocation. National Assembly members meet with INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu over Anambra State's governorship election. Gunmen kill vigilante member in Imo State community. On the foreign scene, Brazilian senators vote to recommend charging President Jair Bolsonaro over his handling of COVID pandemic. In business, President of African Development Bank Group, Akinwumi Adesina, says lack of electricity killing Nigerian industries. In entertainment, trial of music star Naira Marley resumes with EFCC showing content of his iPhone. And in sports, Nigeria Basketball Federation Caretaker Committee gets dissolved. More news comes your way at 6 p.m. Do stay tuned.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
Our freedom depends on our proactive responsibilities.
Let's talk, act, and be about development.
With one voice, our potential is realized. This is your number one news, talk, and sports radio station. 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am listening.
Are you running late and can't make it down to our Room OC office to book your commercials? Don't worry, because you can take advantage of our marketing office inside Port Harcourt to book your commercials. It is located at Shop 9 Mediatrix of All Graces Plaza, opposite FIRS Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. You can also call our sales rep on 0817 001 8162. That's 0817 001 8162.
Our freedom depends on our proactive responsibilities.
Let's talk, act, and be about development.
With one voice, our potential is realized. This is your number one news, talk, and sports radio station. 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am listening.
And now, Hard Facts.
Hard Facts
With Diode.
Welcome back. Still Hard Factor 90.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. 26 minutes ago before 6 p.m. Discussions continue. Thanks for staying tuned. The matter up next to discussion once again. Story cuts here. I think it's is it the Premium Times now? Yes, it is. Captioned, the Senate queries FG's plan to borrow $200 million for Mosquito net. The Senate has run as a plan by the federal government to borrow $200 million to purchase mosquito nets and other ancillary medical therapies to prevent malaria. Members of the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debt faltered the proposed loan request when the Palm Circle, the Minister of Health, Mahmouda Maman, informed them of the plan. Maman told the panel that part of the federal government's plan for the loan is to secure a $200 million facility to procure mosquito nets to prevent malaria in 13 of the 36 states. This, he said, is due to high rate of under-5 mortality in Nigeria, largely caused by malaria and inaccessibility to malaria treatments by residents in 13 vulnerable states in the country, hence the necessity of the loan. What do you make of this planned $200 million loan to purchase malaria nets or mosquito nets, and other ancillary medical therapies to prevent malaria? By the way, $200 million in naira is over 82 billion naira. call the number 0817-923-0002 or 0003 or 0007. I've got Daniel from Umuma on the line. Daniel, welcome. Please go on. Hello, Daniel from Umuma. Hello, Daniel. Are you there? Oh, I guess not. Daniel, do call back if you can. WhatsApp is on 0809-030-6416 and facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. Via Facebook, Legbo say in Winedam goes, this current administration is wicked. They want to borrow to buy mosquito nets, or they want to use it as a medium to steal. I've got comments via WhatsApp as well. Now, it seems leaders of this country are in a hurry to sell off the country before they lose out, because I don't want to believe that these set of people and their children are citizens of this country. The kind of news we hear every day in this country is very ridiculous. Are these people okay? That's some comfy. All right, don't be surprised that at the end of the day, they will eventually grant that loan. Watch out. To borrow $200 million for mosquito nets, Nigeria doesn't need mosquito nets, but rather steady power supply and regular fumigation of our homes, rivers, and forests. For Gabo, Cliff said that. Back to the phone lines. Hello, Hadfat to welcome.
How are you?
Very well, go on.
I think this is the first time I'm hearing that the Senate query anything from the executive. And perhaps because this letter came through the committee, not the Senate President himself, who has already told the Nigerians that anything that came from the executive, anything at all, must be approved. And I think the distinguished senators were not, the honorable also brought this, so we are not very smart enough to have tied it to something else that is a little weighty, so that the money they can go ahead and cash out the way they have been doing. 80-something billion naira will give us medical facilities, good hospitals that our mothers in the hinterlands can go and have their babies safely. But this time, they also want to go the normal way. This is what it has been doing to us in this country. They borrow and share. I think it's a good thing that somebody somewhere is now querying. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So via WhatsApp, good evening. On the loan for purchase of mosquito nets, seriously, Nigerian leaders, what is the problem? Why don't we have leaders who are forward-thinking? WHO has approved malaria vaccine for use. If we must do anything meaningful in our fight against malaria, why aren't we looking at procuring vaccines to administer to these unreached children? Seriously, I am at a loss for words. Well, that's incredible, because you used quite a few words here, actually. Ernest Nedugo's borrowing $200 million for mosquito nets, governmental fraud. It's obvious that this money is for embezzlement. Nigeria can't produce mosquito nets. Incredible. At about you will get good mosquito nets that will save Nigerians from mosquitoes. The 82 billion naira will end up in a few people's pockets. Nigeria, my country, are healthy. Okay, Amadi said that. The 82 billion naira would build at least 1 per geopolitical zone or more sophisticated mosquito net production factories to employ and create permanent jobs for over 10,000 workers. Instead of buying, preposterous doesn't begin to describe this farce of a budget item proposal. A.B. Bozimo said that. Hi, A.B. I've got Chris from Umakushi. Hello, Chris, go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome, go ahead.
This is Chris calling from Umakushi.
Go ahead, please.
82 billion naira to purchase mosquito nets. They are going to take it as a loan.
Yes, it's
for
a
next
loan.
year.
Yes.
To purchase the mosquito net.
Yes, to prevent
mosquito
malaria.
net is not the type that we use we see everywhere here. Is it golden one?
Maybe this one is.
I just wonder what these people are doing.
Maybe this one is the modern kind.
They lack vision. This government lack vision. That 82 billion naira, they could use it to build factory and produce that mosquito net here and some other medical facilities. 82 billion naira, they just want to
purchase mosquito net which will last more than not more than 2 years to spoil. So I just wonder, they just want to mortgage the privacy of this nation and then leave the place. Because they know that 2023, Nigerians will send them packing from State House. I pray that we all will live to ensure that this government is flushed out of that place come 2023.
All right, Chris, you're welcome. Hello, Daniel, go ahead.
Daniel.
Hello.
What I want to contribute here is that, the Chief Justice of Federation petitioned our former EFCC chairman because of 850 billion. The EFCC chairman told Nigeria that he shared 4 billion to Vice President. That ended the matter. They closed it and gave Sanko Mohammed, a whole Chief Justice of the Federation, who is there to defend justice. They ended the matter because they have given him his own share. It is in this administration that Nigerians...
Daniel, that's an unconfirmed allegation.
Excuse me, sir. They said it too.
Once again, it's an unconfirmed allegation.
That
are you aware? Are you aware also the Vice President refuted the allegation that he never received money from anyone?
Okay. Is that the one you are saying? Yes, he later on, not unconfirmed, he later on denied that he did not receive any money from anyone.
That makes it unconfirmed, but go ahead, Daniel.
So, it is in this administration last year, COVID-19, 2020, where everywhere is being locked down. And 186 billion is used to feed from primary 1 to primary 3 for 3 months in this country. 186 billion. Is it unconfirmed? Now, they want to share mosquito net with 32 billion. That even can go far to rehabilitate the River State refinery to employ people. That's to tell you that these people came with massive looting, open stealing. But they like to robbery. I don't know. God will judge all of us.
Dala, good to hear from you. Thanks for contribution via Facebook. Frank Smith goes borrowing $200 million to buy mosquito nets for what? This country, I held it. Instead of them looking for ways to better the lives of the citizens in the country, they're here thinking of borrowing money. I think this government should just leave us to lead and govern ourselves. It's well. If full keyboard Joseph on Facebook goes, malaria can be controlled by manipulating the environment not to be favorable to mosquito breeding. This is a fraudulent act. It's a shame that the government is borrowing to fill their pockets and not for nets at all. Alright, let's see. Via WhatsApp, $200 million for mosquito nets. This is an insult to Nigerians. But even that, this administration is winding down, so mop-up schemes like this will always come up. Just watch out, they'll soon borrow more billions of naira to probably build a world-class match viewing center. That's what I missed that. Okay, Zia. Oh well. Good evening, Dial. It's obvious they've started gathering money for the 2023 election, which is outrageous. We all know. The money is not for mosquito nets. They're at a loss of what to name that money for. I pity the mosquitoes that will come across that net that will be purchased with such huge amounts. But God have mercy, this is a misplaced priority. These our leaders don't have the fear of God. And that's Evangelina. Got a commercial break coming up right now. Top of the hour, we got the major news at 6 p.m. Opening season comes up after that. Please stay with us.